What's happening, people? This is going to be an explosive Sunday. So if you got a seatbelt, put it on. If you have some dogs walking around, some kids walking around, you know what? If they want to make some money, show them. If not, make sure you're limiting all distractions, because today we have a special show for you today. First of all, I'm going to make two guarantees. I never make guarantees, but I'm going to make two guarantees. Guarantee number one, we're going to show you a way, a technology that will save you money, and you need to see this before you get in your car. Right? So don't get in your car yet. You might gotta go somewhere. Don't go. You need to see this before you get in your car, because it's gonna save you money. And you're gonna be mad that you went to a gas station before you saw this. I don't want you to be mad. Number two, we have a phenomenal guest here today. Now, I have been using this video, and everybody has been asking, who's that girl? And they saw this big Bentley, and one person said, I love her car. I said, man, this is not a car. That's a machine. I know the difference. And so without further ado, I'm going to bring in a lady, and she has been taking this industry by storm. And literally, she has been on fire for the last couple of years, propelling herself and her team to achieve success at a blistering pace. She is brimming with energy, enthusiasm, prosperity. Folks, I'm going to introduce you to this powerhouse. Here we go. Okay, none other than Mrs. Candace Bryd Davis. Candace,
hey,
how are you?
I'm doing awesome and amazing. How are you?
I am doing phenomenal. This is a treat. Thank you for coming on to our show today. And we're going to help some people today, right?
Absolutely. First and foremost, thank you for having me. You know, I'm so fired up and excited just to be here. You know, I love your passion for people and just making sure people are well informed. And I'm telling you what, I love this. Let's roll.
So look, whenever she popped in, it's like, kaboom! Guess who stepped in the room? Because this is a kaboom. So before we begin, you know, I want Candace to kind of tell you a little bit about herself, because I know a lot of people know her, but there's a lot of people that may be new to this or new to this industry, and you need to know who is who and why we have her on here. So Candace is a seven-figure earner, multiple seven-figure earners. She's been in this industry. She's achieved a lot in this industry. And so I'm gonna let her tell you a little bit about herself. So Candace, you got the floor. Let people know who you are.
Absolutely. Well, you know, I think one of my greatest achievements is being the wife of my incredible husband, Javon Davis. I'm a mom of two phenomenal powerhouse little princes. Well, they're not little, to be honest with you, Melvin. My oldest will be 20 on the 27th of this month. And then my youngest, my baby, he'll be 13 in June. I hail from the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. I got introduced to this thing called home-based business, network marketing, MLM, whatever tag people want to put on it, back in 2014. And I came from a 16-year career as an insurance agent. But at that time, what a lot of people don't know is I went through kind of like a rough spot, like everybody else does. You know, I ended up going through 2 repossessions, going through a foreclosure, and a friend of mine gave me a call and told me to listen to some information. And from that point on, it was just like, this was the greatest thing, is to create a stream of income, to control your family's legacy all on your own and not allowing somebody else to do it. So I jumped into network marketing, then did some incredible things in my previous company. In this new company, I joined in 2018, and it's been absolutely phenomenal. In the first 18 months, my team hit a record of being known as a 500K affiliate team. We can talk about that later. Also inducted into the Millionaires Club. Yes, cha-ching. Also inducted into the Millionaires Hall of Fame with the company within the first 18 months in business. And, you know, my passion is really just helping people, showing people a different way of being able to provide sustainable income in their household. And most recently, myself and one of my other business partners, you know, we're on a mission and vision of being able to help over 1,000 women, you know, gain a 6-figure income, design a life that they love, all while building a solid and sustainable legacy. So it's just been something amazing, my friend. But that's a little bit about me.
Well, that's a great thing. Now, I always got to be tactical. So, yes. And you know, y'all know me. Doesn't matter if you made $1 billion, $1 trillion, or 6 million. Everybody gets this question because also while we're here to learn because Candace has so much value. But I always get this question out. And I say this, and when she answers, this is where I need you to really get up on the screen like this and be close. Because when she answers, this is where you're going to learn. So Candace, I asked this question, everyone has achieved success. If you had it removed today and you had to start all over today, what would be the first thing that you do? Go.
The first thing that I would do is I would doubt myself less. And I would reach out to more people faster. Just because when I got started, I was scared. I was skeptical. But I would definitely doubt myself less, believe in myself more, and move 10 times faster.
So folks, that what she just gave you is the biggest advice. Because how many people, when they get in, they're scared. And she said, doubt yourself less, reach out to people faster. And if you're a person that's just starting, this is coming from a 7-figure earner. She just told you what she would do first. Now, you can't go wrong with that advice. And, from this, if you're doubting yourself, if you have those fears, she did it. She came from insurance. She came from repossessions. She turned the situation around. So you got to believe in yourself. All we have is the vehicles, but these vehicles are nothing if you don't put into action and you don't believe yourself. So you got to do that. Yeah. Now, we're going to get into something real nice. Now, did I promise you that I was going to save you money? Now, we're going to go through some of these comments first because Reginald Williams got on here 4 hours early. He's stoked. Dee said hello. Jessica says good afternoon. Denise says hello. Afternoon from Makivia. Talmadge, I got to talk about him. Talmadge joined me first and brought in 3 people on day 1. So Talmadge, you rocking and rolling, man. Woo! He wasn't scared. He didn't doubt himself. He saw you. He saw me. He said, "Hey, perfect storm."
That's a boss.
Yeah, Talmadge rock and roll. 3 people. Sonia Mays, hello. We got Cement. That's my coach. Hello. I mean, you have created an environment of people that love you. Look at this. That's my smell like money coach. Greetings, Candace, and thank you for the awesome opportunity. There's Talmadge right here. Very appreciative of us. Hello. Paola, speaking Spanish. That's our Spanish lady. So,
hey, Paola.
Got Chanel Muse. Jessica's so excited. We got people just tagging people. Yeah, tag everyone, folks, because we're about to get into some stuff here. We're about to get into some stuff. So I think I got everyone here, and a shout out to everyone. Y'all are rock stars. So let's get into this. I got a Facebook user from somewhere. Love this business. Okay. So let's get into what I saw, and it stopped me in my tracks. Like, you want to talk about a scroll stopper. Candace put this video up. I'm going to show you what I saw. And if you ain't excited like I was excited, then we need to have your pulse check. I do own a funeral home, so I can ship you in here. We got nice caskets and everything. I just need to make sure you guys are live, because when I saw this, I was like, whoa. So here we go. I'm going to show you what I saw.
365, waiting there. Please for coffee and pick me up before a long night shift. We got you.
Hey everybody, it is Candace Bryd Davis. Listen, fired up and excited. You guys were asking me, do I use the Fuel Factor X in my 2018 Bentley Bentley? The question is yes, and here's why. This particular beast here has a W12 engine, which means it's a 12-cylinder engine. It has a 22.5-gallon tank. It uses 12 miles per gallon, so it's a beast whenever I'm paying $5 per gallon. So I wanted to show you guys. I'm going to put Fuel Factor X in my baby today. So again, it's very simple. We're just going to pop the gas cap open. Now with the Fuel Factor X, what I'm going to get is decreased mileage consumption of 20%, which means if I have a 330-gallon tank, if I'm decreasing my consumption by 20%, that means I'm getting about an additional 20% miles per gallon. So what that equates to is roughly about 68 miles. Anyways, I'm going to decrease my consumption by 20%. I'm going to increase my engine life by 30 to 40%. That is perfect for those of you all who still do not have vehicle warranties, or maybe your car's warranty went out. So now it's going to prolong your engine life by lubricating your pistons, your injectors, your pump. So it's going to save you maintenance money when you have to take it in to be serviced. On top of that, she's already a W12. She has 600 horsepower. This is even going to increase her horsepower. So I'm fired up and excited. It's her first time guzzling the Fuel Factor X. So normally her use is only 1/4 of an ounce per 20 gallons. But on my first use, I want to double it. So right now, if you can see, it's only 1/4 of an ounce. I'm going to take it up to 1/2 of an ounce. My first 2 treatments, I'm going to treat it as a double treatment. So I'm going to take the lid off of this. I'm going to set it up here. I'm going to squeeze the bottle slightly to fill it.
So we're going to pause right here. We're going to analyze and break down this video. Candace.
Yes.
Let's talk about what you got in your hands right here. Let's talk about it. What is this?
Talk about it a little bit.
Let's talk about it.
Okay. So what the Fuel Factor X is it is a fuel treatment that is actually backed by a 1973 Nobel Prize award-winning chemistry. And what happens is this particular product, normally, if you recall back in the day, Melvin, we were talking about this before, where we would go to the local auto store and we would have to buy like a stabilizer and then a demulsifier. And then we would have to buy all these extra things to do the same thing that this one bottle can do. So it's like grabbing 6 or 7 different bottles from the advanced auto store. But what it does is it's made out of an organometallic compound. So I want you to think about it like this. To the ladies on here, if we add too much heat to our hair, we know, Melvin, you kind of don't have the issue we have right now, okay? But if we add too much heat to our hair, what's it do? It burns up. If you add too much heat to that high-priced shirt that you're wearing right now with the iron, it's going to burn up. The same thing with each one of our vehicles. When the engine and the fuel starts running too hot, it causes the engine to burn up. So the chemistry of this has the organometallic compound in it. It has the stabilizers in it. It has the demulsifiers in it, which is going to take the liquid or the water that may get into your gas, and it's going to start separating it so it doesn't run through your tank. So what this does essentially is, by utilizing this on each one of your fuel treatments, you're going to decrease, watch this, your consumption by 20%. So that means that your vehicle is going to use 20% less gas than what it currently does. That's one factor.
Wow.
The next factor that it's going to do is it is going to increase your horsepower. Of course, everybody wants a more powerful car, but using less fuel. It's also going to give me the ability, like you saw my Bentley, that the sticker on that car was $289,000 built brand new.
That's a monster.
That it's a monster.
So everybody been talking about that. Man, that truck is fire. How do I get one?
And the crazy thing is this particular product is known to extend your car's engine life by 30 to 40%. Let's be honest, man. It's so hard to get a car right now in this market at an affordable price that us getting longevity on our engines, that's what we all need. We don't want to pay the high gas prices. We don't want to pay the high mechanics. So it's going to save us in those aspects as well. But do you want to know the best part? People thought it was,
lay it on me. Lay it on me.
Listen, people thought I was stone cold crazy when they watched me put a 97 grade. Take it from going 97.
Can we play that?
Yeah, go right on ahead.
Okay, hold on. I got to play this.
That is 1/2 of an ounce. That's a double dose. One bottle is 4 ounces, so it technically has 16 uses to it. But your first 2 treatments, you want to treat it twice. So in here, if you look at my nozzle, a lot of people will say, hey, Candace, why don't you just dump it in there? I have a little weird one. I could just dump it in there just like I did that way. Or you can put it in the head of the nozzle. So you'll see some people will put it in the head of the nozzle and then put it in. Now, the benefit to it is, look at this. With this particular product, right now, I paid $4.
We're going to pause it right there. Okay. Candace, let's talk about this. We're looking at the fuel grade and we're looking at the prices, and let's talk about this.
Yes. So normally my car will only run on a 93 grade, Melvin. It's a W12. It's a beast. But
it's $497 that you would have to put in there right now without this.
Right.
Okay.
Without it. But because I put this in it, this has the octane in it that takes an 87 to a 93. So I was able to pump my gas at 428 a gallon and not 498 a gallon. So I was able to save alone just on filling that car up a little over $16 just from being able to go down to a lower grade of gas. Now watch this before I even say anything about that. I can put this on everything I love and own. When we got in the car and been driving it, because this was, I think, Sunday or Monday, I did that. My car drives better on the 87 than what it did on the 93. Better. And I mean, can't nothing get too much better than a ride of a Bentley, but this thing was floating like it was a Rolls Royce Cullinan, like it was floating. And it was just crazy. I was mind blown. I hit the CEO up and I was just like, yo, Josh, this stuff is insane. He said, Candace, and I don't know if you saw his video, but he has a brand new Res5 tank, a $500,000 bulletproof SUV that throws smoke and gas and all kind of stuff. He put it in his Res5 tank on an 87. He said, if I can put it in my $500,000 car, you can put it in your $250,000 car. I was like, well, don't hurt my feelings.
Oh, look. And for those y'all watching, if y'all got the Pinto with the gas come out the radio and you're like, I'm so scared. Look, I'm trying to tell you, a wheel on her vehicle is worth more than your whole entire car. And she is putting this in her car. Now, I need to play this because people ain't going to believe what you're going to
98 a gallon. I'm going to be able to decrease my grade of fuel because look here. This particular bottle has the octane in it that 93 already has. So I can choose a lower grade of gas, save money, and not even have to turn around and put 93 in it. So guys, this is going to be pretty awesome and amazing. We're going to
look, she's doing it, y'all. I was like, when I first saw this, don't do that, girl. Stop it, girl.
And we're going to get ready to fuel up the beast, baby. So listen, if you're ready to save money on your gas, get Fuel Factor X. If you want to increase your engine life 30.
We're going to fast forward here. Now, we're going to go to your stats. All right, Candace, stats in front of you.
You had to get a screenshot like that. Look at my face. That had to be the screenshot.
Okay, let me make a screenshot. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. There we go. All right. Let's talk about this.
Let's talk about it.
Okay. You see her stats right here. And literally per fill up. Now I word things a different way, but literally she is putting $40.95 back in her pocket by literally using this method of fuel delivery.
Yes.
Let's talk about this. Now, this is not the first car, or this is actually the second car I saw you, but you have other vehicles.
Yes.
What have you been seeing in those?
The other vehicle is a very rare 2015 Audi Rs5 that is a 4.2 liter V8 dual overhead cam, about 500 horses in it. It's my husband's baby. It's a rare car because in that color, there's only one of 40 in the world. And we went to the gas station the other day and we ended up doing the Fuel Factor X in his car with an 87 grade in a high performance foreign muscle car. And it was
for those people that don't believe her, because I know Kansas, I got to do it because you know that we got people looking.
Go ahead.
I don't believe that.
Okay,
you saw the Bentley. So I'm on her page now, and I'm gonna pull your video up, Candace.
Okay.
Because I got to share. We're gonna talk through this while you're doing it. And your husband is using a different delivery technique because you can deliver this to your vehicle multiple ways. And let me get to the part here. And this is a beautiful vehicle. This is a beautiful machine. Candace got machines. She don't got vehicles. The average human got vehicles. She got machines. So there's a difference now. So let me go and share here. I'm gonna share my screen and I'm gonna show you exactly what Candace has going on. And so, folks, here's the video. It's on her page. You can go back and look at it. There's her husband's beautiful Audi red car. And you see she's talking to the camera. So you can watch these videos on her page. And you can see how he's doing this. He's going to put this thing right in his car. And there you go. I mean, beautiful Audi. So let's talk about this car a little bit.
Yes.
Because we need to know. So here let me get this share stop. Here we go. So let's talk about this car. It's an Audi rare car.
Yes. And it's the last model year that Audi RS5 comes with the R8 engine. So that's what makes his car so rare. So it has one of the top performing engines that Audi has. And if anybody knows anything about Audi, the R8 engine is equivalent to the Lambo engine. So he literally took this fuel factor, went from the high test fuel to an 87 in a high performing vehicle that is one of 40 in the world right now. So that's confident. And here's why we're so confident in this product, Melvin. I'm going to be honest with you. Number one, there's a 100% money back guarantee. Number one. Number two, the company backs this product with an indemnity insurance policy that says if this product were to cause any damage to a vehicle because of the use of this product, the indemnity insurance will repair and or replace the vehicle that it damaged. That's how you know. That's why I was confident putting it in his Audi. I was confident putting it in my Bentley. You even saw a video where I put it in my everyday car, my Mercedes with the AMG package in it. My son's Mercedes CLA has it in it. I'm confident enough to put it in my high-priced vehicles because I know, number one, the product works. Number two, for those who are like, oh, but what if it does something? No company is going to back it with an indemnity policy if they thought it was going to do something to it.
Right. So I'm going to tell you, when I saw all of this go on her page, because I looked at it, and then first of all, it's credibility. Candace is not going to put her name on anything. She's worked hard to build a stellar reputation. And this is not just the fuel factor. This is her reputation.
Right.
The last thing she wants people coming in, man, you done messed up this, you done messed up that. And then I'm not going to brag anything. I'm just telling you real. So I sent Candace a list of my vehicles. And I'm just going to be flat out honest with you folks. Just going to be honest with you. I have well over $2.5 million worth of cars. And I don't share it on Facebook. Well, hold on. Let me repeat that for IRS. My trust has over $2.5 million worth of cars. Got to change that because, you got to asset protection here. So, but we have expensive vehicles from Rolls Royces to Bentleys, everything. And I can tell you, because of the companies that my father and I own, my mother and I own, we have other commercial vehicles that have to run. And I am looking at this because we have a 4-figure gas bill. Mm-hmm. Candace did the calculations. From her calculations, with all the vehicles that we have, I'm gonna buy enough of this, I would be able to save almost $1,200 in all of those vehicles, the luxury, the commercial, all of them being driven by our employees. That's $1,200 back in my pocket as a business owner.
Right.
So I had 100% confidence in this.
But that's per month, correct? Per month.
That's per month, because this is our fuel bill. Like, we have to gas those vehicles up. They go different places. Sometimes we have it to where we might, rent them out to just friends of ours who may want to come in and they're used to a certain lifestyle. They say, hey, Mel, we'll come in, and hey, me and my father are cool with that. And so we want to know with confidence that this works. And I was so confident that this worked that I couldn't get her link fast enough. I shared it with my father and my mother. My mom just got her bottle. I just got a bottle, and I got a few more bottles that are going to be on the way. And so, folks, if you're wondering if this works, I wouldn't risk $2.5 million worth of cars. Candace wouldn't risk her 6-figure vehicles. Her CEO wouldn't risk his $500,000 vehicle. So, folks, this works. Now, one of the things I like, and I'm not no shot at any other company. I don't have to cut other trees down to make mine stand taller. Right. But I will say the delivery system of being in a liquid form is instantaneous. There's no waiting for anything to dissolve. If you go to a NASCAR track, everything they use is liquid. Yeah. And so with this product, Candace, prior to this product being released, without this product being released, we're going to dive into a little bit, you were able to have success with other products that this company offers, other high quality products. Can you talk a little bit about the success of those? Because some people may come for fuel factor, but they may leave with something else.
Absolutely.
On top of fuel factor.
Absolutely. So, one thing that I loved about the company is it stood for something that we all look for. Like the company, whenever I took a look at it 3 years ago when I joined the company, I said, you know what, Melvin, this is really one of them companies where people can find their niche and get rich because it's known as a house of brands. What I loved about this company is, when you get into, let's just say a company comes into the industry and they brand themselves just as weight loss, then they're kind of stuck just selling weight loss. Well, this company was known as the house of brands. So I got excited because, on the nutritional aspect of it, which we know that's a multi-trillion-dollar industry, they had powerful products that, their delivery system was liquid. We just talked about that. 98% absorption rate, but they had powerful products. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to share my testimony. One of the products, this particular product here, Trim 365, weight loss product. Every one of us wanted to lose weight.
Talking my language.
Yeah. So when I got that product and I shared this with you, I started sending it off to my friends, and I needed them to be, little guinea pig test dummies with me. And we tried the product, and I was blown away at how easy it was to put 8 sprays in my mouth 3 times a day. And I dropped weight like it was nothing. Last month, I went on my own weight loss challenge. In 22 days, I lost 18 pounds using 3 of these sprays, all natural sprays. What I love about the company is they don't like the things that have the harsh stimulants in them. So the nutritional industry was great because that line alone had weight loss products. Women, it has a product called Core Keto that targets our belly fat. It had a product called Sleep, which was huge for the people who couldn't sleep. It was the highest amount of melatonin per bottle. It had one called Brain. That was perfect for me because I have that condition where if you put the 3 letters together, it spells the word ad. So it was helping me focus, but not just in the nutrition industry. I got excited when I joined the company because we tapped into the CBD industry. And that was huge because no matter where you look, Melvin, everybody was trying to get into medical marijuana. Let me be honest with you. I don't like being high. I just like being healthy. So when I found out the medicinal benefits of it and drew my own testimonies, like I started building a clientele all over the world who didn't want to go get documented on paper that they had to smoke medical marijuana, but they wanted the medical benefits.
Right.
So in that industry, they had phenomenal products. We have over 800 SKUs, but they had the CBD oils, they had the creams, they had the coffees, they had everything that honestly, what I know as a person in life, my goal is to help people feel better. Exactly. And I knew mentally that the person who solves the most problems was going to make the most money. So I became a professional problem solver with our product line. We tap into travel. Like we have a detailed travel portal that allows us to save up to 70% on travel. I mean, if they wanted to do 70%. Crypto and Forex, everything like that. It was phenomenal. We got crypto and Forex. We got hemp sustainable clothing. Remember, I was like, hey, Melvin, this is.
Oh, yeah. My wife is looking at that. So for those of you that are watching and you say, wow, that's a lot. Well, let me just tell you this. What if Walmart only sold batteries?
Ooh.
What would you do? You walk in there and get batteries, but you go somewhere else to get what you need. Now, I want to talk to you about something because right now we're in a different economic time we've never been in before. Came out of COVID, we got war, and right now we're in a digital age. Folks, I'm going to tell you what I like about what she said. She said she's a professional problem solver. If you don't solve a person's problem, someone else will. So if all you have is weight loss, and I lost my weight, but I know that my gas is killing me, and I know that, I have a car that I got to drive every day, and I'm an Uber driver part-time. Well, I need somebody to solve my gas problem. Yeah. If you're not going to solve it, somebody else will. So what this company is positioned to do is give you that Walmart type of power to where you got a little bit of something for everyone. Someone may come for fuel factor X, but they say, man, I got a little dog. Like I got a little dog here and give me some CBD treats. Or man, I need some help with the, focus spray. I need to lose some weight. So it's like Amazon. If you go for one thing, do you always come back with the one thing you want to get? When you go to Walmart, do you come back with just, okay, I'm going to Walmart with batteries, but what do I come back with? Candace, what do you come back when you go to Walmart for batteries?
I mean, I'm a Target person or Target.
Target, okay. Oh yeah, she bougie there. I'm Walmart.
I'm a Target person. But
all right, so Target.
When I go to Target, I go for one and come back
with what?
A couple $100 worth of stuff that I never intended to buy.
Exactly. So folks, now we're going to look at this from people who have that foresight of saying, okay, Melvin, I like the tools, I like the products, I like everything. So let's talk about the money part. So if a person is coming into your store for one thing and they leave with 4, what do you think is gonna happen?
Increased profits.
Increased profit. Increased profits. Now, on this fuel factor X, I need to stress this too. One of the biggest expenses in most people's households is car repairs. Now, we're gonna talk about the engine part because I know Candace touched on that, but I'm gonna extend this. What would happen if your engine went bad? Candace, you're gonna laugh, but y'all be running to these mechanics. This is what's gonna happen. I need y'all to pay attention. So some of y'all got these cars, the check engine light been on since 2017. You're on your last leg. You got to do something. This is what you're going to experience if you're not careful. Get ready.
So what's wrong with my car?
You didn't throw a rod in there.
Threw a rod?
Yeah, you didn't throw a rod in there. See, it's a piston thing up on that thing about that big.
But I thought I just came to get my window fixed.
I know it, and then I looked at the engine. It's some more shit going on. There's a piston thing up on that thing about that big. You didn't pull that whole socket out of there.
So how much you gonna charge me?
It ain't gonna be cheap.
It ain't gonna be cheap.
It ain't gonna be cheap. You can go down there at Midas. They gonna charge you every bit of $1,500, $2,000 to do it. But
what you gonna run me?
Candace.
Listen, where did you find that video?
I'm gonna give it to you. This is what you guys were running to when you got an engine problem. You're gonna have that mechanic that's in your neighborhood that's around the corner. Y'all know, y'all down the country, and he gonna tell you to do something.
Yeah.
So this is the biggest part, I think, of this fuel factor is it is like superfood for your car.
Yes.
You got to feed your car.
Yes.
Now we're going to kind of go through here, take a few questions, but also, many of you may be interested. Hey, listen, how do I become an affiliate? How can I capitalize off this? Now, the fuel industry is a multi-trillion-dollar industry. I'm going to give you some ideas that were given to me by some people who joined. How many people do you know to drive an Uber? That's their livelihood. The car break down, what happens? Done. They wouldn't mind paying for some fuel factor. Check this out. I had an Uber driver that just signed up with me. In his Uber, he talked to me about marketing. I said, listen, since you drive Uber, why don't you put a card in that Uber and ask me about how to save money on gas? Because everybody has a car that doesn't necessarily take an Uber, because we take Ubers to airports, but we know back at home we have a car. So again, you got your Uber drivers, your delivery drivers, your truck drivers. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Candace yesterday had a client that was interested in this as well. And let's just talk about some of the areas that we can actually share this with, Candace. What are some of your suggestions for people out there?
I mean, I'm one of those ones that during COVID, DoorDash and Uber Eats was showing up at my door every single day. And like you said, that was one of the number one factors, the first people that I thought about, because they drive every day, number one. Number two, let's be honest, some of y'all don't tip your drivers the way you should be tipping. So they're not making the kind of money they should be making. So if you're not going to give them the tip up front, at least help them save on gas. Another big one, Melvin, was construction companies. How many people do you know that own fleets of cars? Construction companies. This product is great on diesel and gasoline, any combustible vehicle. But I was running some calculations and some numbers for my brother's company. His residual waste trucks are getting like 3.5 to 5.5 miles per gallon. Per gallon.
Oh my gosh.
Per gallon. The company has over $100,000 fuel bill each month on their smaller trucks. They're saving about $27,000 a month.
Wow.
Just on the fuel and the increased consumption. So it's just like the way everyday people, like, let's just be honest. The biggest pain point in us Americans today, I don't care if you're a 7-figure earner. Our biggest complaint is we're paying too much for fuel.
Exactly.
And it's not about how much money you make. It's how much money you keep.
There you go. Say that again.
And you broke it down on my Bentley screen where I was banking my tank because I'm saving an extra $41 on that.
So 30 to 40%.
We had that up here again. So there we go. Let's talk about this. There we go.
Let's talk about it. So I'm saving $41 on that fill up, just on that one vehicle, just on the one. On my husband's Audi, I think it was like $33, something like that. That's $70 some a week. Now, $70 some a week can feed a household.
Yes.
You know, that's a grocery bill. So if we're utilizing the saved money and putting it where we need to, I remember the times of whenever I would come home from working a long day's work and I would be met with shut-off notices on the door. Our biggest downfall in America today is our costs are going up, but our incomes are not going up in the way that they should. So how do you substitute that? Our biggest expense in households right now is fuel expenses. So now we can save money across the board and make it a little bit more comfortable for those of us who, you know, don't like the cost of fuel. And even if you do like the cost of fuel, I've never heard somebody say they don't want to save money.
Now pull this comment out.
Let's watch this. To be honest with you, watch this. On one of your vehicles, how much does it cost you to fill that car up? Let's do this math, because if the math ain't mathing, then it's not going to make sense to them.
So I just filled my Audi up. It was 100. I have tons of cars, but the Audi I just filled up yesterday. It cost me $127 to fill up. And, and that's a 520 gallon tank.
Okay.
I mean, 500. Yep. 20 gallons.
So watch this. If I'm saving you 20% fuel consumption, we're going to do kindergarten math class right now.
Yep.
If I save 20% fuel consumption, this has 16 fill-ups in a bottle, right? The bottle is $59. So if I'm saving you 20% per fill-up, that's 20, 40, 60, 81. After 5 fill-ups, I saved 100% consumption, which is equivalent to $127 in a full tank. Now there's 16 uses in here. So if 5 give me a free tank, 15 is going to give me 3 free tanks of gas. So one of these bottles for you is going to cost $59, but you're going to get 127. If we do the math, that's 381. You're going to save $381 in fuel just off of a $59 bottle, because every 5 uses gives you a free tank.
So literally, this is an ATM. I could put $60 in and get over 300 back.
That's it.
How many times you want to do that? $60 in and 300 back.
Every time.
That's on one vehicle.
Every time.
So that's just one vehicle, folks. Now, Jessica White Knight Hill had a question. Even though I already use 87 grade, I'm excited for the benefits of this. So for people who already use 87, they're going to still get the prolonged fuel life because they can't go any lower, but they're going to still be able to get the benefits of the engine and everything. So you still save money.
Yes. And watch this, Jessica. I'm sure you're like most of us Americans today. You have a lawnmower at home, right? Do you know that you can use this in your lawnmower, your rototillers, anything that runs by gas? But watch this. Here's the biggest benefit. At the end of the grass cutting season, because I'm up north, at the end of the season, what we have to do, we have to weatherize our lawn equipment. This has a stabilizer in it, which means you won't have to weatherize. You can put this in your fuel in your lawnmower, and the stabilizer allows it to last 20 years. So 20 years later, you could go start that same engine up and it won't lock up on you.
Wow.
So you can use it for any combustible fuel vehicle or equipment. So it's not just for cars. How many of you guys have generators?
Oh, okay. Now we're digging into the thought process now. I didn't even think about that. Generators doing power outages. They take fuel.
And now you can last longer. Your generator can run longer and stronger, producing more electricity, because now you're running it on fuel factor X, plus the components of it are keeping the generator clean. So then you don't have to worry about, it's going to lubricate your parts. You don't have, like your car, you don't have to worry about your pistons, pumps, and injectors. Matter of fact, let me go back one step if we can.
Okay.
Again, like you said, we don't have to, cut somebody else's tree down to make ours stand tall. But a lot of people are very familiar with a capsule that people are putting in the tank. It takes a while to dissolve, but let me remind you, to those of you who are using the capsules, what encapsulates that powder usually is made out of a gelatin. And when it dissolves, it's going to get lodged in your injectors. So this is going to help make sure nothing's lodged in your injectors and keeping everything, whether it's your generator, your engine, your lawnmowers, everything is going to be lubricated and free flowing. So just be very cautious about what you put in. If it's not liquid, it's not right, in my opinion.
So, you know what? And she's right about that. So I'm going to share this with you. Now, last weekend, before I saw this product, I actually had someone give me the capsule. So I have a contract with NASCAR where my property is used to park additional campers.
Ooh.
So they come down in Richmond when they have the raceway. My property is right across the raceway. And so sometimes I get to talk to some of the drivers and stuff, and we will feed them because I have a whole restaurant. We'll feed them for free. And I asked them about this capsule. Right. So yeah, if you come to Richmond, you got to check out the restaurant. So we got everything. You're going to be, got a lot of locations. You're going to love it. I already said a bunch of free meals for some tips. So, but what he told me is this. I talked to a pit crew guy. I asked him about the pill. This is what he said. Hey, Melvin, we don't need no pills on the track at all. Our cars have to be ready to go. They have to be ready to run. Any little thing that costs horsepower or that costs us efficiency loses us the race.
Wow.
So now I know we're not racing, but like she said, we don't think about what's encapsulated, like she said, the outside. And enough of that, it can cause residue in the tank.
Yeah.
So again, like I said, we're not cutting any trees down, but we just have to speak the truth. And that is the truth of the situation. Now, I'm not saying people haven't gotten results, but what I'm saying is if you're going to compare the two, we just want you to make an informed decision so you can make the right decision. And for me, I wouldn't put that in my Rolls Royce. Sorry.
No, I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't even put it in my old, because I do got some clunkerdunks, because I keep clunkerdunk cars. I wouldn't put it in my clunkerdunk either, because my clunkerdunk is going to be dunked.
And then you're going to find the backyard mechanic trying to sell you a $2,000 alternator.
Just riding at that, son. So no, I can't throw no rods, man. I try to keep all cars, but yeah, and David said, I know this will do wonders for used car. Yes.
Let me share this story for David particularly. My sister-in-law was in last weekend to visit from Ohio. She lives about a 4-hour drive away. So she came here to the house. She was just talking on Saturday, and Javon said, oh, let me put some fuel factor in your car. She has an older model Ford Escape, which we know that's an SUV. The older models tend to not be so gas efficient. So he put it in her car Saturday. She was still back home here Sunday, riding around all day long, did her 4.5-hour drive back home Sunday night, went to work Monday, drove to work all week. Now, normally when she would get back home, Melvin, she would have her tank practically on E by the time she got home.
Oh, yeah.
She drove the entire week. She messaged Javon on Friday. Was it Friday or Thursday? Thursday. She messaged Javon on Thursday and she said, bro, whatever it was that you gave me for my tank, I still have a little over 1/4 of a tank of gas in it.
Look at that.
One time, that was her very first use. Now, that's the first use. Do you understand that with each additional use, your efficiency climbs? You get better gas mileage the more you use the product. And she was calling like, hey, let me give you my credit card so when you guys can order, I can make sure that I get my product. We're like, slow down, you're going to be able to get it. But it was that much of an excitement for her because for a single mom, she's used to having to fuel back up again on an older model SUV when she got back home, that she was able to commute the entire week to work before, and she still had 1/4 of a tank left. And she was floored by it.
And so I'm going to pull up something else here, and then I'm going to pull up a few stats on the fuel factor. We'll see what it looks like, and then we'll take a few questions. I don't want to hold Candace too long because I know she got people, her inbox is blown up, it's hanging off by the hinges. I'm glad she can get back to me. And the only thing I love about Candace, I know she's busy. I'm a busy guy, but she gets back to me. She's the only person I met that's about as busy as I am. And I got restaurants and Amazon and all kinds of stuff going on. And so look, she is that busy with one product. You know that's impacted the industry. She's about as busy as I am with one. She got one product. I got 30 businesses and she bought way more busy than I am. So she probably got people driving by just trying to see if you got this stuff on your step. I mean, this is going to be crack for your cars. I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
So David said this too, and we'll jump into this. David said, I believe my account's going to buy a lot of this product, but he hates the internet. Well, folks, you can keep this product on hand because if you don't sell it, you're going to use it.
Yeah.
And we have sample packs, I believe. Again, if you want to become an affiliate, a person shared this video with you, they tagged you, and what you want to do is ask them about how to become an affiliate. And if you do decide to become an affiliate, I'm going to show you. Candace has a team called Team Legacy. You can stay plugged in. She'll teach you how to do this so that you are profiting in an efficient manner. You know, a lot of us think we know how to do stuff, but honestly, why create the wheel again? Candace has already earned 7 figures in this industry. I've earned it. We're going to give you a simple system to follow. You just plug in. So again, for the easiest person, it's real easy. So you can keep this product on hand. And if you don't sell it, how would I feel if I had a garage full of Fuel Factor? I'm saving more money. That's you know, you're going to sell it. So what we'll do is I'm going to go down this list just so people can see this really quick, Candace, because I think they need to see it. And I'm going to show you the stuff that's in here. I have it on a list here. So let me show this really quick. Candace and I'll go over this and talk about some of the things that she mentioned in here. So let me pull this up here, and I'm going to go through this so you guys can see this directly. And you'll see what's in this, because a lot of people are going to, I know you're asking the questions because I'm getting texts and stuff on the side about it. So let me show you here what we have. And so as Candace said, you can read this, Candace: organometallic compound, catalyst that ignites fuel. So in layman's terms, what does this mean?
Okay, so this brings up the entire conversation where I said, if you add too much heat to your hair, it gets fried. You add too much heat to your clothes, they get burned. Well, when your fuel burns at a higher temperature, it actually causes more damage to your engine. So it's going to control the temperature burn of your fuel. So you're not sending piping hot fuel through your system, burning up your pistons, your pumps, overheating your injectors or anything like that. So it's going to make sure that you also have better emissions as well.
Wow. Now lubricants. Now this is kind of self-explanatory, but layman's terms for people that don't know.
Okay, so the lubricants, if you're driving and you start hearing your car making a little like a weird noise underneath the hood, in most cases it's because the lubricant or the oil around that particular part has worn off. So now what happens is it's creating more friction that's going to eventually cause it to bust, pop, disrupt. So this is going to lubricate the important components of the engine so that everything is working on all cylinders and running smoothly. You're also going to notice that the lubricant, if you're sitting at your stoplight and your car is idling and you're starting to feel it like shimmy, that's because some of your lubricant may be going in some of the parts of your car. So you're going to put this in and you're going to feel like you're sitting there and you don't have a shimmy or a shake because nothing's rattling or moving because it's properly lubricated. So just like if you think about it this way, I had to break it down to my sister-in-law. If your lips are dry and you put some Vaseline or some chapstick on your lips, they roll smoother. Without it, your lips are kind of like sandpaper. So instead of having a sandpaper type system, it's going to lubricate it so everything runs smoother.
We got detergents. I think that's pretty self-explanatory.
Yes.
Now this one, I think some people had questions about this one. The polymerization retardants.
Yes. So what this is, and I love this product because we haven't mentioned this, but this product is going to be able to go into the areas of South Africa and Taiwan, Japan. So it's going to be able to be shipped globally as of next weekend. Now, what's important about the this retardant is, a lot of people don't know this, but the US, along with a lot of other countries, they have some of the dirtiest fuels, meaning they have sedatives in the fuels, particles in the fuel that are causing the engines to be dirty, rust particles, anything like that. So these retardants are actually going to keep the fuel tank, the engine clean. So you have a clean gas running through your engine, not something that has particles that can get lodged in an important component of your engine and cause it to blow up. So it's going to make your gas clean. Rust and corrosion inhibitors, the same thing. So it's going to keep a lot of the rust and the corrosions from getting in between the pistons, the pumps, the cylinders, all of that great stuff as well.
And demulsifiers, I think you talked about it earlier, separating that water from that fuel.
Right. And a lot of people don't know this, but like condensation will build up inside of your fuel tank by accident. You don't even know it. So what happens is these little particles of water start dripping into your fuel. You're driving down the road and your car starts sputtering. All that is the water getting mixed with the fuel. So the demulsifier is going to make sure that it separates the water and the fuel. So you're not going to have sputtering as you're going down the road. Or you may even notice it when I always blamed it on a cheaper fuel. I told my husband one time, well, we're not going to Shell gas station. We're only going to go to this gas station. We're not going to that gas because I swore it was the gas. Well, here it's the condensation inside my tank that allowed some water to sputter through my engine.
And last but not least,
stabilizers. This is for those people who have the lawn equipment that need to let it set for years, or those of us who have the muscle cars that it only comes out, once or twice a year for a car show. Most people would have to drop their fuel tanks. And if I'm lying, Melvin, call me out, empty their fuel tanks because they have these beautiful muscle cars, historic vehicles that they can't let the fuel sit in there. Well, our fuel stabilizer gives your fuel a 20-year life. So no more dropping the tank and emptying it. The stabilizer is going to make that fuel last for up to 20 years in that tank.
That is amazing. So, folks, and you can see why she's a professional, because she knows her product inside and out. And you know what? The thing is, me being a professional too, what I like about Candace, I don't have to know the product. I don't have to have the product. And this is why we want to leverage powerful individuals like this, because they have the product. And again, like I always say, either you're going to be a person that's a brand, or you're going to back a person that has a brand. Candace has her own brand. Folks, you don't have to be the greatest at explaining. This is why we call leverage in this industry. I'm leveraging Candace. Now, have I explained all this stuff? Not really. I'm in this industry. I just signed up on Friday. But at the same time, I don't have to be a know-it-all. That's why I leverage powerful leaders like this. So if you're wondering, hey, why join this team? I mean, that's walking knowledge right there. You got this video. This video, as soon as it's done, is going to be available for you to share. You can share it now, but you will have this video that will replay. Share it, because there's information that she gave that people cannot interpret from reading the website. Some of this is foreign language people. They don't know all this language. They don't know the lingo. And Candace did a very good job of breaking this down. And this is what makes her a great leader. To take something that's complex and deliver it in a simple form that people can digest. That's what she just did. Very digestible, Candace. I mean, this is phenomenal. But we're not going to hold her too long. We're going to take maybe a few small questions. Absolutely. And because time is money with entrepreneurs, and we can't burn too much time. So let me find some questions out here. So if you got questions, in the next 30 seconds we'll answer. We don't want this video to be too long because we know attention spans go. But any questions, definitely ask them here, and then we'll rock and roll. So anybody got any questions for Candace? I got some comments up here. It's available now. So you can order now, right?
Yes, it is absolutely available now. So the person who shared the video with you or shared the details with you, message them back. Let them know you're ready to get your FFX. And like Melvin says, you're ready to bank your tank.
Bank your tank?
Bank that tank.
Let's hashtag that. Let's do a hashtag bank your tank, because we need to get that going, and we need to have it attached to something. So yeah. Let's see. Terrence, my man, says it sounds amazing. My good man right here, I'm gonna give a call in a minute. And he actually has the other one, but he's very intrigued by knowledge. So Terrence is looking at this. So Candace, tell you how powerful you are. He has the pill. Ooh. And this is what he said.
Terrence.
No. Terrence is a man of truth. He's a man of, he just wants to know. He wants to give people value. Yeah. So that is we're giving people information. So yep, it's available now. And let's see who else. We got any questions in here? I'm fishing for some questions. All right, we got the bank. Oh, Candace, look at this. Look at this. We got the hashtag going. We got a hashtag going. There we go. So we just bought a new 2022. Do we need to double dose on our first use?
Absolutely. So what is highly recommended to make sure that you get the most bang for your buck with a bottle, your first 2 uses, we highly recommend that you double dose. What the double dose means is, I don't know if they could see it. Normally,
we can see
first line. Okay, let me flip it around this way. Normally, the first line is going to tell you 1/4 of an ounce.
Make us a little bigger.
Yeah.
There we go.
So what you do is you use a 1/2 of an ounce on your first dose, 1/2 of an ounce on your second fill up, and then after that, go down to the single doses, which is the 1/4 of an ounce.
There you go.
You're going to maximize your efficiency. Make sure that you're getting your vehicle locked in, lubricated, ready to go. So it's definitely the efficiency for me.
Look at the Bank Your Tanks hashtag. Look at this. They're just coming in. I mean, it's just coming in.
I love it.
Gotcha. So again, if someone invited you, remember, send them your link. You guys know if you're already signed up. If you're a person that got the free affiliate, you need to go on and buy the product so you can get that 50%. So again, this company is phenomenal. They don't make you have to go through the hoops and wasting time to get to a certain rank. Depending on the amount of product you buy, you can actually earn more money when you purchase a product. So I love that fact, because some of us don't have, time is a factor. Like I don't have time to bring in 50 people just to get 50%.
Right.
I want to get to 50% now. So 50% of your business volume is what you earn. So again, we got the bank tanks coming in here. Everyone is going crazy. So folks, look, Terrence is banking the tank from the other company. Terrence is my guy right there. I'm gonna work with him. That is my guy. Terrence is my guy, and I'm rocking and rolling. So, best coach ever. So, folks, look, we're not gonna tie a time, because I know you guys got people that are gonna be, y'all inboxes is blowing up. I know Candace is too, because she got this on the page, and everybody blowing her up like crazy. So, Candace, I have to say, listen, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I'm so happy to work with such a phenomenal leader. We're gonna do amazing things to help people to earn more income. And again, guys, we may do more lives here. This will be one of many. So again, stay tuned, share this video, get back to the person that invited you. If they sent you to this video, before you go out and turn your car on. Now, for those people that are new, if you're saying, well, how do I market this? You get this question, right? You got this question before?
All the time.
How do I market this? Can I give them a tip? And you can give them a tip too. We're going to part with a tip.
Please do.
Okay. We're gonna role play. I'm gonna call Candace. She don't know nothing about this product. Candace.
Hey, what's up, Melvin?
Listen, before you get in your car, now hold on. Have you went to a gas station already?
No.
Okay. Whew. Thank God. I might have saved you. Before you get in this car, I'm gonna send you a video. Watch it before you get in your car.
Okay.
Because if you get in your car and you go to a gas station, it is already going to be late. Can you promise me you're gonna watch this?
I can watch it.
Okay.
When are you sending it to me?
I'm going to send it to you right now, and I'm going to call you in 10 minutes. But do not go anywhere until you watch it. Don't put gas in your tank until you watch it. If you do, it might already be too late.
Okay.
Folks, easy. I'm not explaining what I just asked her to do. So I asked her to watch the video. That's it. What's your tip, Candace? Let's give people some tips.
Well, definitely the watch the video thing. One of the things that our CEO told us was a great peak point, because it got me. He said, if you walked up to an ATM and every time you put in a $5 bill and it kicked you out of 20, how many times would you walk to the ATM? That's the same thing with this. Every time you put in less than $5 worth of fuel, you're kicking back $20 savings, or less than $5 worth of product. You're kicking back $20 in savings to your household. Me, the way I've been marketing it, you see it. I'm just a product of my product. I'm excited over the money that I've been saving. And, I'm just walking around with my business cards now at the pump, because people are looking at me like, what are you putting in your pump? And
speaking of which, if you join our team today, anybody that you join, I'm going to give this to Candace. Man, I need something to put on Facebook. Candace, you mind if I show them? I made a little something. We already talked. We Photoshop. So if you want to attract people to you, let me share this here really quick. Because Candace gave me an idea.
Are you going to show my t-shirt? Are you going to tell them about my t-shirt?
Yeah. Oh, the t-shirt. Oh, the t-shirt we talked about.
I ended up having one made that I don't have on today.
Okay, what you got? Let's talk about the t-shirt first.
My t-shirt says, "You bet your ass I can save you on gas."
Ooh. So look, we need to get on it. If you get on this team, ask Candace about them t-shirts. You got it on front and back too?
I just got it on the back. So while I'm pumping, they're looking at my back.
Oh, man. Yep. So look, they might be looking at something else too. That's why, Javon, you got to man up. Look, it don't matter. As long as you get the sale. Let them look. So you bet your ass I can save you some. I like that. I like that. Look, somebody tell you, make it for purchase, Candace, please. They won't buy from me.
Makiba, it's coming.
So I'm gonna share this with you guys. I will put this in the group. I'll maybe perfect it or whatever. But this is something that I've been using to attract. I've been sending in people's inbox and texting them. But let me share this with you here. and I'll make this available for anybody that wants it. $4 back in your pocket, free your gas, increase horsepower, increase your engine by up to 40%, save thousands, and decrease maintenance costs.
Yes.
So it's bright, it's orange, it's simple. I just want people to respond to it. That's it. So I'll make this available for you guys. You can share it on your social media. You can do whatever, and we'll have a lot of little graphics there too.
That's
so
hot.
Thank you. So we got some stuff. We told y'all we was gonna give y'all some value. So if you got value, #value, and then if there's no other questions, folks, let me see. Hold on. Can we use this for a post? Yeah.
Sure can. I put it on every one of my posts, Jessica.
Thank you. Thank you. Everybody's really appreciative. Hey, thank you guys for showing up. You guys are really, really special. I appreciate you guys showing out. Appreciate Candace team. Nice to meet you guys. And we're going to run here. But again, get back to the person that invited you. Candace, any last words?
No, listen, let's just get fired up, excited. I love what you said, bank your tank. So my goal, set a goal this month. I want to be able to help at least 100 people, personal, that I help them bank their tank, save them some money. I mean, that can literally feed their children for the week. So that's my mission as a mom. Let's go ahead and feed the children for the week while people bank their tanks.
All right, folks, you heard it here. Listen, we'll see you in a future post. Listen, this is just launching. It launched on Friday, so you still got momentum. And so get back with the person. You're part of our team. Let's rock and roll. Guys, we love you. See you next time. And remember to bank your tank. Peace.
See you guys.